Hello, hello. On today's show, I'm going to talk about some naked wonder love. Mike is wondering what's up with all this Frankenstein stuff lately. And then on Collectibles on the Horizon, Pat may not have a lot this week, but he memes well. Welcome to your favorite live streaming Whatnotty podcast, Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space by Excella Comics. I am Kevin, one of your faithful hosts. All the other faithful hosts are here too. First up today is Patrick.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. And then, of course, the hidden Batman himself, Mike. What's up, Mike?
Speak up.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I didn't want Kevin to be the only one. I was having a rough start to the show. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, that's my thing. I could be completely smooth. It's just that would be so weird.
But why?
Right. And then last but not least, you can tell Karen's here with those awesome sound effects already. Great job, Karen.
Amazing.
So, got a lot going on. I couldn't think of how to tease exactly my segment, so I just read the title of the show. That was quick on my feet there.
Mm-hmm.
I was so focused on your guys' teases, I forgot to think of a tease for myself before the show started. That's what was happening there, Mike.
Wow. Yeah. Your mouth was like 3 steps ahead of your brain.
Right.
It's like, wait up.
All right. So you got any off show segment topic jibber jabber this morning for us, Pat? Or
yeah. Why? If you have, do you ever have you're wearing like a pair of drawstring pants and one of the strings is wet and you don't know why?
I actually have had that before. And then the worst always pops into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dripped it into your coffee.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Pat, what makes you query that this morning?
Because it's happening as we speak.
Oh.
Or it has happened. Nothing's happening right now.
Okay.
Maybe your dog was chewing on it.
No, well, that'd be quite the thing because we don't have a dog. Well, there's a dog on the premises, but I don't personally have one.
That'd be quite the thing because we don't have a dog. That was good. You know what you put in my head as soon as you mentioned that too, Pat? Do you remember back in the day when you're in high school and you're bored and this is before phones and the internet, you can scroll.
Yep.
You chew on the end of your and then this is disgustingly soaking wet all day because you're gnawing on it.
Yep.
Back before you could get cigarettes and actually back in the day you could get cigarettes when you were a teenager. They had cigarette vending machines.
Yeah. At the senior high.
Hey, I'm not positive, but that's possible.
At one point, maybe.
I
when I
definitely
drink my coffee, do you guys focus on the price tag that's still on the bottom?
Yeah, look at that. Can't quite read it, but we can see it.
We show that up closer to the camera.
What's with all this Frankenstein stuff?
It's the bride.
Nice.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Nice.
That's why I pulled this one out. I hardly ever use it. It's the price sticker.
Yeah.
I'd let you know what the price was, but then I'd get the drawstring on my sweats all wet.
I know. Careful.
Well, you know,
I would know.
well, you know, leaving the tag on your mug, that's popular nowadays. All the kids are doing it. You know,
Yeah.
it's stylish to leave the tags that you bought something on stuff. I think
They're all fans of Mini Pearl, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I used to think when that first became a thing. Where I'm like, dude, you still got the tag on your hat, and it's like, oh, that's a thing now. That's cool. But we're the inventors of that, our generation, because. Well, no, it wasn't a purchase tag. But remember when all the skiers, everybody who skied, they'd leave their ski things on their jackets.
Yeah, look at me. I ski.
Yeah, exactly. So. All right, Mike, you got any jibber jabber before we get rolling here?
No, I'm all jabbered out.
Can you tell I've decided to roll with the jibber jabber that I just on the spot came up with last week, and that stuck with me for some reason. It's going to be forever now.
Yeah, it's good.
Does that work?
I like it.
All right,
You guys know that you remember the shark, right? Jabberjaw.
The what?
Jibber
The
jabber
shark,
jaws.
Jabberjaw.
Yeah,
When you say
Jabberjaw.
jibber jabber, I think jibber jabberjaw.
Mike, Jabberjaw. I think that's what I was thinking about when Jeff the Land Shark first came on Rivals. I was like, that guy reminds me of something.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah. He kind of looks like him, doesn't he, Pat?
Yeah, I guess because he's a shark. You know.
That's true. That's true. But in general, the way the art is done of how he looks, the way he looks, I think
Total ripoff.
Yeah, they stole Jeff the Land Shark from Jabberjaw. That's a not Warner Brothers.
Hanna-Barbera
Guy, right? Yeah. So, all right, cool. Let's get into to what everybody's here for to watch.
Not here for the Jabberjaw.
Yeah, maybe they are here for the Jabberjaw. Who knows what they're here for? Or the jibber jabber, right? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm excited about this. I'm always me and Mike were talking last night about how exciting we're both for the show. I hope you're the same, Pat. We should have reached out to you to check last night. That would have been a fun conversation. But first up, I'm going to start with it's a random that I can't even exactly explain why this ended up being one of my choices. But I watched Love Hurts on Amazon Prime. This has Ki Hu Kwan. Did I pronounce that correctly, Pat?
Yeah.
And a bunch of other people that I'm not really familiar with, except Sean Astin makes a short appearance in this. Short-lived, I should say. He's in it. It's not like super minimal. He's not like a cameo or anything, but it's a short-lived appearance. He doesn't make it long through this movie. And then Marshawn Lynch is actually a pretty big part of this. I forgot about him. Then a bunch of other people that I'm not really that familiar with. Ariana DeBose, Mustafa Shakir, Drew Scott. I'm not in that one. But anyway, like I said, I have no idea how I ended up watching this. I think maybe it was just one of those started up after the last thing I was watching happened, and then it just sucked me in. Because it's actually a fun movie. Are either one of you familiar with this?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Nope,
Mike?
Never heard of it.
So you can kind of tell by the poster there that this is a Valentine's Day trick. I don't actually know. Well, it came out in it came out in February of last year. So maybe it was intended to be a Valentine's, kind of date night at the movies kind of thing. because it just focuses hard on love and Valentine's Day things, and it takes place on Valentine's Day, I think, majority of the movie. But basically, Short Round, that's much easier to say than Kiyu Kwan. So I'm just gonna go with Short Round. You know, he's from Raiders of the Lost Ark. You knew that, right, Mike?
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry. Indiana
Temple.
Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Indiana
Sorry.
Jones.
Yeah.
I knew that too.
Okay, good. So Short Round is a real bad character. He's a kung fu master, was an assassin. He's a super major tough guy. Did you ever think you'd be saying that about Short Round, or you'd be hearing that about Short Round in a movie, Mike?
No, not as a kid, but as an adult, it's pretty tough on the picture there.
Maybe that picture does sell it a little bit. That's actually the only thing that was tough for me about this movie, is just buying into him being a Chuck Norris action guy, you know, or maybe I should say Jackie Chan action guy. And that's what this kind of leans in. This is a comedy, so it kind of leans into Jackie Chan kind of bumbly but awesome kung fu style fighting action scenes and stuff, you know. But basically, him and his brother are like mafia guys, but due to things, he betrays his brother. And if you can guess, I should just say the things is a woman. And in this movie, at the time at the events of this movie happen, he is starting to pay for that decision, essentially, because of reasons. So it's really a pretty basic movie. There's no real depth or kind of a lot of, this isn't a big thinker movie. It's just kind of a funny action movie, and I liked it. I've got this new system, Mike. I don't know whether you heard about this or not. I got this new system where I have a consistency of how I rate movies now.
Yeah,
basing it on. You hear about it too, Pat?
First I'm hearing of this. Shocking. Shocker.
So basically, I break down everything individually with the categories. Oh, well, you know, we talked about this a little bit on the show last week, but we didn't have it refined yet, and it got refined this week. Based on acting, cinematography, story, dialogue, ending, and rewatchability. And Pat, I actually added two you didn't know about yet. One is genre consistency. And what was the other one, Mike? There was one more. Oh, how slow it was. If it was boring or slow, you know, all those factors I kind of put in a big pot based on judging my opinions of all of those individually. And then I pull out a one result of what that makes the whole movie. Isn't that genius, Pat?
It is.
Mike, you think it's
Orville Redenbacher level genius.
Nice, exactly. With a bag of popcorn, that's a perfect analogy.
What?
You can't talk whenever the sound effect's going on.
Yeah, I can. I just did it.
All right. Okay, let me rephrase it. We can't hear you when you talk.
Okay,
it
got
sounds like you have a mouthful of marbles and cotton.
I thought you were going to say it's like I have a mouthful of people laughing.
No, it's worse than that.
It is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Karen, I'm don't let that limit you. Karen, you just keep doing you. Because I've never noticed that during the actual show. Thank you, Karen.
Same here, like it's not doing it right now. But
yeah. It's hit or miss. I don't understand it.
Okay. Well, hopefully it misses more often than not. But anyway, so check out Love Hurts on Amazon Prime. I'm giving this 7 bags of popcorn based on the new Genius system. All right?
Yep.
All right, up next, this is the one I'm excited. I mentioned in a pregame, Pat, to talk with you about.
Uh-oh.
You ready? You got your thoughts together?
You bet.
I watched Wonder Man.
I do have thoughts.
On Disney Plus. Mike, did you get around to this?
No. Yeah, I watched it last night after we talked.
All right, Pat. I'm just gonna let you lead on this a little bit. What are your thoughts on this, Pat?
Chelsea and I watched it. We both liked it, except for the doorman episode, which Chelsea said that was a total waste of my time. But a lot of people seem to love that episode. It's very Hollywood Insider, but the dynamic between the leads is very good. And overall, we enjoyed it.
All right, I'm a little bit surprised by that. And ironically, I thought I might hear the opposite because of my first question. Is the Doorman episode canon in comics or something? Is that a thing in comics? I heard that briefly from somebody else.
Doorman, he is a character. I really don't know too much about him.
Oh, you don't know the history of him or anything like that? No. Okay. Because I didn't like the Doorman episode either. But I was thinking, out of this entire show, I could see people thinking it was the best episode, though, especially if it was canon. Because the first thing I told Mike about this after I watched it was, and this is kind of, it's kind of weird. We've talked about this a million times, how things kind of connect incidentally and completely unintentionally. So last week I was mad about adolescence. Do you remember why I was mad, Mike?
Yeah, because it ended up not being a murder mystery, kind of.
Which is how it was totally presented, in my opinion, to me, with the trailers and everything. Wonder Man is not a superhero show. But you would totally think it's going to, at least I thought it was a superhero show. Pat, when you first heard about it, did you think it was going to be a superhero show?
I think from the get-go, they kind of said what it was going to be about. So I wasn't,
really?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, especially given the background of the Wonder Man in the comics. They went with that and did a twist on it. And
yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that was my first thought. So we got a great origin story in Iron Man. We got a great origin story in Thor. We got a great origin story in Captain America, and Captain America is actually the longest origin story we got, because that took basically a whole movie. But all the other characters, basically the first half of their movie, they got the origin story out of the way, and then we started to get into the MCU story, the current one we're going to be enjoying. This is 4 hours, over 4 hours long. And it's essentially an origin story, and that made me mad. Oh geez, oh man, that made me mad, and even more so, that made me mad about it was that it was good. Like, and I don't mean good in the sense like I liked it, but I meant like it was good. Pat mentioned about their chemistry was good, the acting was good, and it was an interesting story. It's just not what I wanted to watch.
Yeah, I get that.
I did not want to watch a Hollywood Insider, a guy trying to get a job in a Wonder Man TV show or movie show. That's not what I want to watch. But then, you know how I feel about endings, of course, Pat,
Yeah.
That was I don't know if it redeemed the 4.5 hours I watched of this show, but the ending was good. I actually enjoyed the last 10 minutes of the last episode, But the rest of that, again, aside from the Doorman episode, which was a flashback, Mike, to kind of explain something that was something I was actually wondering until the Doorman episode happened, how they were talking about how, they didn't want superheroes in acting and stuff like that, So the Doorman episode explained that, but that was the only superhero episode there was of all that. What was that, episode 4, Pat, I think, right? Or episode 5, maybe?
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, right there in the middle somewhere.
Yep.
So anyway, I put this in the popcorn. I put this in the popcorn machine, and with all the data, and popped out, and it came out as 6 bags of popcorn. So it's not horrible. It's just not what I expected. And it's good. It's lucky that it was done well, because even though I didn't expect it, it got a decent rating because of that. If it was any trash at all, it would have gotten like a 2. But it's kind of frustrating how it was quality, but not what I wanted at the same time. So take what you want from that. Check out Wonder Man on Disney Plus, if you want. So, all right. Lastly, man, I'm gonna have to. I'm already breaking new rules we just made last week.
You need to lead with the exciting ones.
Well, I was excited about multiple things. I was excited about telling the story about my new review system. Anyway, okay. Anyway, I watched The Naked Gun, the new one, 2025, Liam Neeson. This is on Paramount Plus and Prime. Of course, this just came out last year, like I said. And this is no, it's not. It's a sequel. It's literally a sequel. A sequel with the same exact title as the original, Mike.
Does he play, what's his name? Frank?
No, it's a sequel. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess it still would be a sequel if he was Frank. No, this is Frank's kid.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, Liam Neeson is Frank Drebin from the original Naked Gun. Was there only 2 of them? Naked Gun and Naked Gun 2.5?
3.
There was 3?
33 and a third.
Yeah.
33 and a third. That's right. Yeah. Did you watch this, Pat?
I haven't seen it yet.
Mike, you didn't get to it since we talked last night?
No. You know, it's funny. It's like Liam Neeson and Leslie Nielsen. Very similar. Both former serious actors, and then they go and do The Naked Gun. And it's like
you're a genius, story. Mike. I didn't even put that together. You guys are both geniuses today.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, Leslie Nielsen. You say that too fast. That's indistinguishable from each other.
Yeah.
Nice note, Mike. But man,
what's his name? Hank Drebin? Sorry.
Huh?
Is his name Hank instead of Frank?
Dadgummit. Can somebody look that up, because I don't remember. I should have wrote that down. That's genius though too. I'd love to hear it. So seriously, Karen, hook me up. But anyway, this has, of course, Liam Neeson, and of course, this is the beautiful Pamela Anderson embracing her age. Pat, she's not still trying to look like some 20-something, supermodel. She's just looking great for her age. Do you agree with that, Pat? Me and Mike were talking about that yesterday too.
Yeah, she's had a bit of a comeback over this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I have to preface it with saying that I was never a Pam Anderson fan.
I was never a huge
Frank Jr.
More on the okay.
So it's just Frank Drebin. His name's Frank Drebin, just like Frank Drebin. This is just Frank Drebin Jr.
Hey, the sun just came up. In case anyone didn't know, the sun just came up. In case anyone didn't know,
I totally can see that. Yeah, I figured that's what was going on. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Pat, I'm kind of with you. That I was never a big Pam Anderson fan before. Like, you got the entire sun in your face.
I know. Should be Dracula, not Frankenstein.
Pat, we were joking that, or not joking. This is totally serious, Pat. Don't laugh at this.
All right.
She looks like someone that would be in our arena now. Like we're in her league now. That's what we were thinking.
Okay.
Pat, like she was out of our league back in the day.
Okay.
But we bloomed into the amazing men we are now, rather than the nerds we were back in the day. And she's kind of calmed down a little bit. We're kind of feeling that,
Well, keep on feeling that.
Right, Mike?
Yeah, if you put it that way, she's probably going to be offended and not want to date you.
That's true. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, this is
great.
We
did say that. It's like, she would date me now. I would date her.
Well, like I said, she really, I guess that let's not beat a dead horse on that one. But anyway, this is great. If you like The Naked Gun, I thought they nailed the exact feel of the original Naked Guns in these. You know, sometimes they try to reattempt stuff and it just doesn't work out. In my opinion, this worked out perfectly. It's just exactly on the nose, in my opinion. Again, perfect. Same kind of slapstick, ridiculous comedy that you loved if you loved the original Naked Gun. I was extremely impressed with this. So putting all the information about this one into my popcorn blender came out as an 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I know maybe my review seemed like it would have maybe gotten a 9, but yeah, I plan on this probably going to be in my rewatch fairly often, cycle from now on, Rolodex, whatever, I don't even think I had any other notes. Dave Bautista's in this. Busta Rhymes is in this. So it's it's got a pretty good cast aside from the main people too. There's other people too, of course, which I'm sure are popular and famous with other people that I'm just not aware of. But anyway, check out Naked Gun on Paramount Plus or Prime.
Okay.
All right, that's all I got.
Is that all?
That is all. Sorry. I'm sure I went like 10 minutes over my 10 minutes. Sorry about it. I was excited about too many things.
I know.
Mike, now you're like a noir novel.
I know. Well, I knew I was going to sit on the other side, but the one time we're doing it, the sun was already there. So I'm like, we're here, but.
You can't shut those blinds and turn on a light?
Yeah, but we haven't shut those blinds since we moved in. It'll be fine.
What'd you say?
We haven't shut the blinds since we moved in. They've been
Exactly. He repeated himself word for word, Kevin.
He did. Mike, you're getting robot-y, and it was funny. You robot-y'd the same exact way both times you said that statement, so I still didn't hear it. Try one more time.
We have not touched those blinds since we moved in.
Oh, so you're worried if you did it now, they would break because they're like brittle or something?
No, it's just they're set. And if I touch them and I try to put them back to where they were, they'll be different. But they're set perfectly. They're not
All right.
do what they're meant to do.
Would you say at the end there they're set to do what they're meant to do?
No, they're set perfectly to do not what they're meant to do.
Right, gotcha. Okay, that's what I was gonna say if I thought I misheard you there though. Okay, anyway. All right, Mike, you ready for your exciting segment? Don't pull a me and go over 10 minutes because I actually got to work today after the show. So don't abuse just because I abused, Mike. Don't follow. Monkey, no.
Monkey
Don't
see,
monkey do. No.
Yeah, don't monkey do. Right. All right.
Man, I want to do a coffee fit after that. Don't monkey do. That was great. Timing on that was good too. All right, Mike, what do you got?
All right. Well, we talked about this a little before the show. The Bride. It's the talk of the town, either good or bad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've heard a little bit of both. Yep.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money to make the movie, and it's just not making it back. I think ultimately, from what I've heard from somebody I know personally that saw it, I think this is going to make a lot of money. Well, in the past, I would think it would make a lot of money with DVD sales. There is a steel book coming out for this. Steel book, is that what it's called, Pat? Steel case
book. Yeah. I think they're pretty much the only ones in the game anymore that doing that kind of packaging. Steel book.
Yeah. So it looks pretty cool. I may get it. But anyway, we've got the soundtrack coming out. This is pretty good. I've listened to it. There's a lot of tracks on here. And frustratingly, a lot of them are like a minute and a half, minute and 20 seconds long, and they're really good. So just as it's kind of, you're getting into it, it's over and you're moving on to the next one.
Huh.
There's some singing on it. There's a lot of kind of like a 1950s feel to some of these songs. Hilder, yeah, you can read his name there. Gaunten Dichter. I've never heard of him. I don't do a lot of soundtrack. I find one
Mike,
that I like just to get it.
It's obviously Hilder. Damn it, I couldn't
Hilder.
even get that joke off. It's obviously Hilder daughter.
Oh, there you go.
I almost
It's
nailed
probably
that
pretty
joke.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a daughter at the end.
Yeah, daughter Dieter.
He's
I
got
thought
to
it
be
was
German, right? Or Polish
Yeah.
or something, right?
So
Hilder
this
daughter. That's Swedish. That's Swedish. I sound like the Muppet guy. Hilder daughter. Come on.
I don't know that Muppet.
The Muppet chef guy. Hilder daughter. You know who I'm talking about, Pat? Come on.
Yeah. Swedish chef.
Huh?
The Swedish chef.
The Swedish chef. Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
I totally
That's-
nailed the Swedish chef there. Right, Karen?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay in my thing here.
Okay, sorry, guys.
I'm all out of sorts now. So there are a couple of different pressings. It comes, both pressings come with a 12 by 12 print. It's a double 180 gram vinyl and heavyweight gatefold jacket with matte satin coating. So it's going to look pretty cool.
Wow.
If you go to Waxwork Records, it's $40, and it's got the ink blot, which I like this pressing.
Are you going to get it?
I don't know. It's $40, but this is one of those things. I'm highlighting it because it's one of those deals that, you know, these type of things, you got to get them. It's pre-order. It comes out was that April, May 26th. You've kind of got to get them on pre-order. A lot of times they'll sell out, and then you end up paying eBay prices. Like the Godzilla soundtrack, the -1. I think I paid $45 for it, and eBay now it's like $150 to $200. So
Wow.
so if you want them, you got to get them quick. So there's the print, the 12 by 12 print that's inside of it. Better shot of the two ink blots. $40. There's a nice gatefold shot, just really well done.
That is cool.
I've looked into Waxwork. I just started looking into them. They've got a lot of great horror movie scores and soundtracks.
Wow.
Hey, if you go to Rough Trade, I think this is one of the most reasonably priced versions, $36.99. It's clear smoke. It's kind of nice, but I'm not a fan of. If it's going to be solid, I want it to be black. That's why I kind of like this one. Looks like you can kind of see through it. But then finally, Whitney Attic has a $40 version, and they're calling it iridescent molten silver with green swirl. So you can kind of see the green swirl in there a little bit.
Mike, I don't know whether this is going to change anything or not, but just you're having internet issues today. You're breaking up robotic freezing regularly. I don't know whether there's anything you could do about that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, we'll roll with it, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe during me or Pat's review or something, maybe you can reboot or something. But anyway, yeah.
All right. So if you go to Waxwork Records and order the ink blot, while you're there, have a look at this.
Oh,
Kevin
man.
talked about weapons. This is the cassette. That's now $17.
What?
And look how cool that is. Look
That
at
is
cassette.
awesome.
And we grew up in the age of cassettes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I really want this.
Mike, hot take right now. Your opinion. Because music's obviously your thing. Are cassettes making a comeback? What the heck?
No, I just think more people are offering them. And the problem is people don't have cassette players.
Well, people didn't have record players until vinyl make a comeback too. Then they started putting out record players.
Yeah, there are always record players available though. Cassette players have been out for so long.
You can go buy a cassette player on Amazon right now. I've actually got a couple in my cart. I can't decide which one I want.
Yeah, but no, they're just not. They're not. CDs are barely making a comeback.
CDs are barely making a comeback. I didn't even know they were making a comeback. Did you know that, Pat?
Everything, all physical media is starting to make a sort of a comeback.
Nice. I love it. Love it.
Tapes, cassettes just aren't practical though. That's the problem with the cassettes.
It's just the coolness factor. That's it. There's nothing else practical about them. Yeah.
It's a nostalgia thing for us. I think my kids are more interested in CDs and DVDs than cassettes and VHS. Just convenient.
Well, then
so anyway, there you go.
More amazing they would put this out then.
Yeah, I mean, some places are starting to offer cassettes. They don't do a lot of them, but it's a neat option. But
they're more durable than here's the selling point, Mike. Okay, they're more durable than CDs.
Are they?
They're more compact than records.
Well, they wear out. CDs don't necessarily ever wear out.
That's true, but I'm just giving you why they would be possibly making a comeback.
Okay, if they're not.
This is really cool, though, Mike. I'm sorry, I knew we were up in the heck out of you, man. I can't help myself. You got some cool stuff. I don't want you to get go on a freaking speed ride like you did last week, and I can't even keep up, and I had a million things to say. But anyway, continue. Sorry.
All right. It's getting me out of my flow. And you were mumbled there on the laughter again. So it might be StreamYard that's having an issue today.
Did you hear me mumble, Pat?
Yes, you were mumbling.
Huh. Yeah, it might be StreamYard. You might be right, Mike.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So here we go with Feral 21, and it's a silent issue. Kind of like G.I. Joe 21. So this has a lot of things that are kind of neat. It's a silent issue, and then they're teasing a last page shocker for fans of Stray Dogs, which I'm excited about because I prefer Stray Dogs to Feral because I'm a dog guy, not a cat guy. And there are dogs in here, but they're usually pretty rabid. So that's kind of cool. And there are a bunch of covers for this that are they always do the horror movie homage there. So we've got the Don't Breathe. And then right now it's the Invincible Team Up for everybody at Image. Then the 1 in 10. Of course, the one that everybody's going to want, especially me, is the 1 in 25 G.I. Joe 21 homage there. That's kind of cool. And then we've got the
that's especially cool since you just mentioned it because it's right. That's the play, right?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I think it's great. So now, are we going to get a lot of issue 21s, or are they going to follow suit? Issue 21s are going to be silent. That'd be kind of funny if. I mean, it's kind of, this is cool, and then if the next someone else does it, it's like, okay, this is getting kind of cool. And by the 5th one, everyone's gonna be like, okay, this is
played out. Yeah, there's always a number. There's always how many it can be played out with, right? Yeah,
right, about 21.
Right. There you go.
Nice, Pat.
So I like the Absolute Batman Joker appearance cover. That's a Third Eye exclusive. Let me get that third eye. All right. The third one, Superman, Spider-Man. Huh?
I was just gonna say that's probably my fault again on that one, Mike. Sorry.
Okay, I'll let you.
The only reason you got gonged is because I'm talking too much in your segment.
Yeah. So we've got Superman, Spider-Man comes out March 18th, and That's the Jorge Jimenez cover. And also there's a foil variant. There are a boatload of covers for this.
Well, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so you're gonna have your choice here.
Oh,
Man. It's like everybody that's anybody is doing a cover for this.
Yeah.
And then there's some more. Check back in a couple weeks because there's also going to be a Spider-Man Superman book coming out. I think it comes out a month later.
Wait, what?
This one's DC's Superman Spider-Man.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so they're inverting it like they got you. Okay.
And they're going to be different creative teams. So on the writers on this one is Sean Murphy, Christopher Priest, Gail Simone, Greg Rucka, Jeff Lemire, Matt Fraction, Mark Wade, and Tom King. Artists are Jorge Jimenez, Jim Lee, Steve Lieber, Sean Murphy, Belen Ortega, Daniel Sampier, Nicola Scott, and Rafa Sandoval. And the Marvel one will have different creative teams, different writers and artists.
Do you know anything about this story?
There's different stories.
Oh, wait, there's a bunch of small stories in this, short stories?
Yeah, there's the Art Adams and Dave Johnson. Pat, which one? Which one for you?
I got the Art Adams cover.
Adams. Okay.
Before even seeing it, I just rolled the dice and I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. That's a pretty good thing with Art Adams covers. You can just order it sight unseen. Yeah. And there's a 99.9% chance it's going to be.
I don't ever think I've heard, man, that Art Adams cover sucks. I don't ever think I've heard that before.
Yeah, people don't say that.
Yeah.
If they do, you kind of just punch them in the stomach and walk away because you don't want to have anything to do with them. You make poor choices, get away.
Nice.
There's some more. Yep.
Holy macaroni.
Yeah. And then we kind of round out there. These are all open order. And then there's the 4-color Fantasies, Philip Tan. These are all store exclusives, 616, Big Time, and then Comic Sketch Art. So the site. And then last but not least, Terry Dodson on the My Comics shop. So you have many choices, great creative teams. A fun thing I was going to add in, some of the key crossovers in the past, but I figured this was enough. So there you go. Maybe with the Marvel one, I'll come up with some good crossovers.
You didn't cut yourself short because of me, did you? You just decided prior to the show not to do that because it was enough?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Speaking of Hilda Swarmer daughter, okay, that put me in mind. Can you put it up again? What's his name again, Mike? I want to say it again in his voice. Hilda Garner daughter, right? Okay, so that put me in mind of. Okay, you take it back down now. Of another movie I watched this weekend. So here's a bonus feature for you. Have you guys seen Midsommar?
No.
Oh my God. So I watch a lot of people like me that, they might be a little better than me. I don't know, maybe, but they review movies and stuff, and they'll focus on the best of certain genres and stuff. And Midsommar consistently comes up as one of the best horror movies ever, like the creepiest, scariest horror movie, right? And I hate the cover for it. Every time I see it, man, that looks so stupid. That looks so stupid. But I've seen the cover for it 100 times because it's always rated super high up in horror, popularity and greatness, whatever, right? So I finally pulled the Band-Aid off this weekend or this week and watched it. Hot take, Seller Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space. That movie sucked. I hated it so bad. But I will say this, Mike, I'm not sure if you would hate it. You might like it.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to watch it. There's your put it on the list, Mike. Write it down right now. Midsommar. Midsommer. Okay. Please watch that and get back to me on what you think of it, please.
All right.
You can watch with your wife, but definitely no kids. You know, so
She doesn't do horror movies, so I watch
okay.
it.
So you got to find a moment on your own when you're not playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Got it. Anyway, there's like I said, there's a little bonus there. All right, so we ready to talk more comics, Mike? You're doing a really good job of your pick 3 being about comics, and now adding that music in there definitely makes the intro better. So great job with the music too, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, how much would that Bride music, the soundtrack, have to be for you to definitely get it? So you said I don't know because it's $40 when I asked you if you're getting it. How much would it be if you would definitely get it?
25.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a double, so it's a fair price. It's not just how much it costs; it's how much. It's like where I am in bills and stuff like that.
Right.
And right now,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
and it's also what other albums do I want? I've got
Right.
a long list of new stuff and old stuff. You know,
Right.
I last year I said I'm going to make it a point to get the Tragically Hip's complete discography on, or everything on vinyl. I have one, and that was the cheapest one available on eBay at the time, and that's the reason I picked that one. There are other ones that I wanted more, but they are more expensive, so it's complicated. I need to make like a list, like a point system list.
So which one wins out?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Hey, when I sent you that short about REM hating shiny happy people, did you know about that already?
Dennis Leary? Yeah, I've seen it a million times.
Yeah,
it's funny every time.
Oh, I hadn't seen
shiny
that
people over here, I want the happy people over here. Yeah, I love Dennis Leary.
Well, did you know that Michael Stipe said that he doesn't like shiny happy people too? Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't like parts of shiny happy people. There are other parts that I love the way the vocals are. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Pat, did you know that?
I did not know that.
I'll have to share it with you. It's pretty funny in general.
Yeah.
That's why I shared it with Mike, and I hadn't heard of it anymore with who's the comedian again, Mike? You just said it.
Dennis Leary.
Yeah, Dennis Leary. It's a Dennis Leary podcast. He was a guest, so he was talking. That's what he was talking about. That's why it fell into modern relevance, I guess. Whatever. So yeah. All right, so let's get into talk about just comics. All right, Pat?
All right.
All right, sweet. We're all in perfect order for this already. Are you noticing your hair with your lighting, Mike? Is that what's happening?
Well, yeah, that one piece. I need to get a haircut. Just that one. If I had scissors right here, I'd cut it.
Oh,
do it. I want to see it on the show. That'd be great.
It can't do it. It can't make it look any worse.
Okay. All right. I read, and this is Pat's doing that made me grab this when I was visiting the comic store this week. I grabbed the Shadows of, what is it again?
Oh, Shadows of Maul.
Yeah, Shadows of Maul. Yeah. I didn't know if there was another word there in the middle there, Shadows of something Maul. But yeah, Shadows of Maul. Because you highlighted the new toys, and right, Pat? And then because of the new show, and then we talked about how this show, and it says right there on this cover, it's a prelude. I mean, this comic is a prelude to the show. So of course, if I'm going to keep up with all that, which I definitely like to, the Clone War verse of animation is awesome to me. So I want to make sure I'm up on all that. So this is the A cover for Shadows of Maul. I did not get this. But this is the A cover that I wanted to show because the one I got is actually a virgin, and it wouldn't have made much sense for me to just put this up, and I probably would have bushed it even more. But this is the cover I got, and this was just put in my box. I didn't particularly pick this in particular. It's just put in my box, but it's pretty cool.
Mike,
I know it's the split thing. I preferred the Dan Panosian cover that I covered in pick 3.
Yeah. Oh, did you? You covered that and you covered that specific cover in pick 3? I totally forgot. Sorry.
The Dan Panosian one, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a bad split though, because their faces kind of line up.
Yeah,
So
you know what I thought when I saw this?
I would hate it.
No.
Oh, no.
As far as story is concerned. I was thinking that we were going to get some kind of, or they were going to do it wrong if they would have done some kind of Maul origin, that he looked like this prior to this. That's kind of what, popped into my head. But thankfully they did not do that. That would have totally been wrong. So this is basically just the right split. The man's face is the main character of this first issue. Maul doesn't actually show up till the end in this first issue. I actually love the way this played out, but yet again, man, how many times does this have to happen to me in the past 2 weeks now, this week and that last week, with representation of what I'm expecting to read? I didn't get a Darth Maul story in this at all. This follows, he's a cop. And there's been an event on the planet Janix, which is and I want to read these words specifically because obviously they sound familiar, so I don't want to butcher it. It's a bustling mid-rim metropolis that's home of some of the most unsavory characters the galaxy has to offer. So all I thought about was scum and villainy there, But anyway, so this whole issue is just following this detective in finding a mole that's in his police department on Janix as he tries to uncover some drug lord activity, right? And he's basically stopped. So he finds out that someone ratted him out from his own headquarters. So then he has to find out who the rat was, right? So that's what this whole book is. So this isn't a Maul book, Mike, at all. I don't even know if it's the Shadow of Maul book, Pat.
So this is kind of like, is it like Wonder Man? It's selling you something that you didn't expect.
That's exactly what I just said. Oh, you must have not heard me when you stepped away.
Oh,
That's exactly what I just said. Just like Wonder Man, just like Adolescence. Yeah. I bought a Maul book with no Maul in it. And similar to Wonder Man, but not Adolescence, this was good though. So I was like, I got what I didn't want, but inevitably, it's a good book. It was really done well, in my opinion. I actually, I think this might be the first time ever on Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space by this one particular host. I actually have a couple panels, Mike. Or actually, I have one panel because the other one wouldn't upload. I wanted to show you a picture of this art. The other one was a little bit better as far as telling the story, but this is actually the final page of the issue and the only time you see Maul.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah. So, I'm definitely giving this a get it. I think it's a must-have if you're a Maul, like I said, clone. I think I'm going to coin that phrase, the clone verse animation. I think it's a must-have, but even if you ain't a fan of all that, I think it's a definite get it too. It's a really great story and really written well and drawn well in my opinion. So I liked it a lot. So
nice.
Yeah. All right, what you got, Pat?
What I got is the end of Ultimate Spider-Man number 24. This was a $6.99 cover priced book, final issue, extra sized. Jonathan Hickman, Marco Cicchetto, and David Messina, the artists who have been on the book the whole time, the whole 2 years. They often either go back and forth between them, or lately towards the end of this run, they've been tag teaming it on individual issues, helping each other out. But I guess from what I've read, that they've worked very closely with each other this entire series, with Jonathan Hickman to keep the synergy between the two artists, and it's worked. I'm not going to get into the real nuts and bolts about this issue, but it's basically, the Kingpin and Mr. Negative versus Spider-Man. Mr. Negative is the last man standing of the Sinister Six. And it's also dealing with Richard Parker, Peter's son, who has the black Pico suit, teaming up with Black Cat to implant this security device, or to implant this device to circumvent the security of the Maker system. So there's no knowledge of the Parkers any longer, because everybody knows Peter is Spider-Man and they know about his family. So this is supposedly a little chip device to hide them from the Maker. And Richard and Black Cat went off without Peter's knowledge to put this chip to sort of preserve the family's safety. Meanwhile, Mysterio and Green Goblin are making deals behind the scenes. You never quite sure which way they're going to go. I mean, the Mysterio faction, if you remember, there's actually 5 Mysterios, but there was an explosion, and to save themselves, they combined themselves into one entity. Unfortunately, one of the 5 is Gwen Stacy, who is Harry Osborn's wife, and she's sort of in this merged Mysterio entity now.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Not so cool for Harry Osborn though.
I'll bet, yeah.
Basically, all the fighting, all the battle wraps up midway through the book, and the rest of the book is sort of an epilogue to the whole series. They tie up a lot of the loose ends, and basically hit upon the theme. When this book started out, that Peter always felt that something was missing from his life, because something actually was. The Maker went in and removed the spider and altered his timeline, so he never became Spider-Man until he was older, married, and had 2 kids. So they kind of wrap it up with Peter realizing that even though he always felt something was missing, he didn't really need it, because everything he had in his life was already fulfilling, because he already had his family, and his relationships, and the Spider-Man thing was just an extra layer on top of it. And it wrapped up nicely. The whole book's gonna get a must-have for me. This book was a get it for sure. I will say, I feel like the strongest part of the book was probably midway around issues 8 through 12. Those were so good, so good. It dipped a little bit towards the end, because they had so many individuals they were focusing on. And one of the things that was cool about the book that also hurt the book was the 1 month time jumps every time. There's a lot of extra story that could have been told there, but they just wanted to stick with the format of the monthly jumps. And where this leaves Ultimate Spider-Man, I don't know. Things wrapped up nicely for Spider-Man. There was no shocking deaths to make you feel bad about Peter and his family, which you kind of always thought in the back of your head might happen, but everything sort of wrapped up nicely for them. But you're left with like, they're still, they dealt with the New York problem with the Kingpin, but there's still the Maker problem in the overall Ultimate Universe, which is I supposedly is going to be dealt with in Ultimate Endgame. I'm 2 issues on that. Not thrilled with that book, honestly. But it's supposed to be the end of this Ultimate Universe. I don't know. There's talk about reboots, or not reboots, but continuing it in some way. Certainly they could go many different ways with how this book left off, and they could go back and mine the in between months for stories, but it's almost in my mind, leave it alone. 24 issues, it's just a nice standalone beginning, middle, end, and like I said, must have for me. I'll probably try. I'm sure they're going to do a collection, an omnibus, or that collects the whole series in hardcover, and I'll definitely try to pick that up when it is released. So,
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think if they go back, kind of like you said, and fill in some of those gaps there, it may just complicate things too much. Just leave it as it is. It's great as it is. No need to meddle with stuff.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
And
You know,
like
from the beginning, I haven't been feeling these covers. I don't like the whole ultimate, band there. I feel like that messes the cover up, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely a design choice. At least they stuck through it throughout the whole run.
Yeah. It's nice that it's consistent, but
yeah. And I've mentioned, I think I've mentioned before, if you, I know this doesn't help for curb appeal and displaying the book or whatever, but the entire artwork is in the inside cover without the trade dress, so that's one good thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think with they needed something that kind of set it apart from the other universe. Just if you're looking at a whole wall, you can find the ultimate ones a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that is true. Yep.
Unless they have the variants out there, it's just chaos.
Right.
All right. All right. Well, I finally. Oh, were you done, Pat? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done. Yep.
Okay. I finally got around to reading one of those really popular books on the secondary market.
I've heard about these. Yeah, nice.
I was excited for this one. It's a cross between. Where did I write it down? I've got so many notes on it. A cross between The Last of Us and The Road, I guess.
Yeah, you did say that before when you mentioned it. Yeah.
This one's so hot that it went to a second printing, and now first printing came out February 18th, second printing March 18th, and the third printing was just solicited on April 8th. And you'll notice that the girl's the main one on these covers. Her name's Violet, and she is the main focal point for this whole story.
Okay.
It starts off with that's her father there. And basically, those two are moving through San Francisco, and everything is just in ruins, as you'd expect in these apocalyptic stories. And you can tell they're running from something. And it's the weather. It's kind of like our weather here in Virginia yesterday. The weather started off nice at the top of the page there, and then it turned to rain. And that's exactly what happened down here. And then it turned to snow.
Freaking 3-hour blizzard in the middle of spring.
Right. The lucky thing for us was it was just the weather. Nothing brought that in. In this, there's something so large that it just, as it moves through an area, it just sucks all the heat, all the warmth out of everything.
Wow.
It turned it all the way. Is that for me or Pat?
I don't know. I think
so. This is, and of course they, it seems like they've been out there long enough. They know the signs. Whenever it gets really cold, then that presence is coming through, and that's kind of influenced. I was reading there's a nice little page right up in the back from the author that he would watch these ghost hunting shows, and when there was a presence in the room, it would feel cold. So that's where this came from, which I think is fantastic. So they end up, camping overnight. Camping, like it's fun. They kind of They go to sleep at night. They're waken up by a sound. Woken by a sound. They're woke up. Anyway, they wake up because there's a sound. And the father ends up getting taken away. So he's kind of kidnapped from, and they're kind of like, hey, we need him alive. So it sounds like they kind of know who he is, but we don't know what the importance of that is yet. So the girl's left by herself, and this is what's chasing them, I guess. And there's a voice in her head. I don't know if it's in her head or if it's like she can hear it in the air, but it's giving her instructions on what to do. Go get some salt, form a circle with the salt, and get inside of it. And that salt circle protects her from these things. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You never heard that before.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Salt?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a witchcraft demon thing. If they're in a salt circle, the demons or whatever can't. You've heard that before, right, Pat?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you're making it up, you're selling me on it.
No, it's true. Okay. Yeah, this time it's true, Mike.
Okay, well that's interesting. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I guess, buy more salt. The story is inspired by the novel "The Reapers Are the Angels" by Alden Bell. I've never heard of it. I looked it up. You can get a soft cover for like $15 on Amazon. So I may get that because this is good. I like this.
Awesome.
And I like when things are inspired by other things and you kind of get, it's nice to read that and see where the inspiration comes from. The artwork is fantastic. What's that?
I was just going to ask about the perspective of this in particular picture you have up. So is this like a giant or is it closer to her and it's not actually that big, or is it farther away, but it's a giant?
No, they're kind of big. They're probably like 10 feet tall, maybe, and they float. Okay. I wish I should have had, there was a different picture. There were 3 of them.
Just the way you described it, sucking the heat out of the atmosphere, I envisioned like a kaiju or something.
Yeah, I don't know if that you didn't really see. So I don't know if these are kind of, they trail behind that big whatever it is that came through.
I love this book. I love this book.
And I think, of course, all the spec is on this book and all that. And I think it's good to speculate on the potential that it has. This is a great start. And if they stick to it and stay on time, this could have this could be a ongoing series.
Is that what it's meant to be, an ongoing?
As far as I've seen, it's an ongoing. Yep.
So I need to hop on board now.
Yeah, well, you've got that third printing. There's the second printing, which that's next week, so you can still get that. And the third printing. I've pre-ordered all 3 of them.
I definitely like the first one. I think I like them in the order of their printings best, actually.
And what's neat, this
printings,
this is all original art. He did new art for the covers. These aren't panels from inside. Which, is even better. That's another reason that I like getting them. If it's new art, and I was thinking about it this morning. They're pretty smart with what they're doing a lot of times, and I think more. I was like, you know what, Lobo's coming out pretty soon, and there's probably going to be a second printing of that. And they're doing these small runs, and then they're doing a second printing. If they do a whole new cover, you're getting the people that missed it. You're getting the people like me that have the first printing. But there's all new art, not just a panel. And I'm going to buy that so I can have the artwork. They're geniuses. I hate them for it.
Right.
So this is really good. The artwork is great. The line weight's all the same though, which it's pretty much. It's fine. I compare it a lot to Adler's work on The Walking Dead. That was black and white, so it just had more of a grit to it, more of a stark grittiness than this does. It's kind of real clean. But I'm on board for the whole thing. I like it.
I like it just based on everything you're saying too. That sounds awesome, right, Pat?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah.
Hey, did you only get 1 copy of Orc first printing? Or Dork? Yeah.
Me, yes. Yeah.
Man, how didn't you know? You should have gotten 10 copies of that bad boy.
Yeah.
And then I went and bought the second printing last week, and then Mike introduced an awesome wraparound third printing. I'm like, dadgummit.
It's like, dang it, that's the one I want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not done. I also I'm doing. Cora asked me to do this. I'm reading Frankenstein by Junji Ito. This is her copy, and it's pretty good. It's such like, where's all the Frankenstein? We got the Bride. Pat talked about, or we talked about the Del Toro movie. Beautiful artwork.
This is manga, right?
Yeah. I've actually so just to show the size. This is now the Frankenstein story is like 180 pages, and then there are a bunch of other stories by that author, and it's great. It starts off. It's kind of following Mary Shelley's book. I love the fact they show him off in the distance there, the monster on the sled. So this is I'm only a few pages into it, but I at least wanted to highlight it there. This is good. So
awesome.
If you're, I bet a lot of the manga fans already have it. I don't need to tell them something they don't already know, but I'm enjoying it.
I got 100 things to say. Are you done, Mike?
Yeah.
So first I want to ask about Jesse. Okay.
From work,
you're Jesse. Yeah.
Him and his wife went and saw The Bride. Yeah.
Right. Do you know if he happened to also see Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein?
He hasn't yet, but I told him he should.
I'd be interested to know, because like we talked, like you mentioned too, that The Bride seems kind of divisive as whether it's good or not. You know, I'd be interested to know what someone who likes Del Toro's Frankenstein would think of The Bride as well, because they seem kind of that similar artsy, kind of off norms kind of storytelling about a classic. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
I think The Bride is more outside the traditional box that everybody puts Frankenstein into. There, it's hints of, people keep saying Bonnie and Clyde. And there's like dance numbers and a singing number, I guess, and just, it's just really, really out there.
I'm hearing it compared to the Joker too, right?
I've heard that, and I think there's some connection. I think the guy that did the music may have done the Joker music.
I think what you might be thinking, and I think we're both just kind of, we might not be exactly right here, but what's the second Joker called, Pat? The Circa de Lure,
or whatever.
Yeah. That the guy that did that, I think, has an attachment to The Bride, the second Joker, to the music and the dancing or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
I think I heard that.
It's one of those we're just gonna have to see to know.
Yeah. Right. Then also I wanted to mention, I saw another video again. That this is just funny how coincidentally things lay out like this. I saw a video reminding me, you guys might remember as well, of Alpha Flight number 7. I think it's number 7. The whiteout issue.
Yeah, with Snowbird.
Yeah, with Snowbird. Yeah. When I was looking at those panels that you were showing of White Sky, I was thinking, see, this is how the whiteout issue of Alpha Flight number 7 should have looked. You know that story, Pat? About that Alpha Flight issue?
Oh yeah.
So anybody who doesn't know, basically there was 3/4 of the book were literally just white pages because it was during a whiteout. So it was people
just word balloons.
Yeah, it's just word balloons on white pages. So
Burns still did the work. He still wrote the story.
Yeah, it was clever, but frustrating for some people, I guess. Wasn't really a big thing for me though.
Did he get like full page rates for that?
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, he was doing like 10 books at the time, so people looked at it like he needed to shave some time somewhere. So.
You know what? If that's the case, kudos to him, because that's genius.
Right. But it was a snow issue, so it was that
Yeah.
Obviously, we love our snow, so except when it comes in 3-hour spurts for 3 inches in the middle of March in Virginia.
That was crazy, though. I was out getting Cora at school right when I actually put my truck into 4-wheel drive because it all just turned to slush.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, but it was awesome. I loved it.
And it's gone now. That's what's
All gone.
It's,
Here and gone.
I actually had a moment. I think this might be the first time I've ever done this. I walked into a store from the blizzard conditions and I just burst out. I'm standing there by myself, but there's like 3 or 4 other people there. I'm not with, I didn't go in with anybody there, but there's 3 or 4 other people in the store. When I walk in and I just blurted out, "What the hell?" Like really loud. Like it was so like shocking. And it was pretty funny too, because I got everybody in the store laughing. They're all like, yeah, we're all like on the same page. But anyway, enough about snow in Virginia. Okay. I think that gong might have been because we went over an hour, Mike. Is that what it was, Karen? No. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get moving.
Yeah, we do. Pat, you ready to get moving?
I'm
No
ready.
rush though. Don't let my irresponsibility make you cut yourself short, Pat, because I'm excited about everything you got to show too.
We'll see.
I have a way for Karen to rein you in next time.
Okay, cool. Okay. Awesome.
All right. First thing we're going to talk about is the Walmart Collector Con. It starts at least online on the 19th of this month. So we're starting to get the listings showing up. You can go see the listings, but you can't order yet. And I think that some of this stuff will end up in stores eventually, but who knows with Walmart. First thing up is Masters of the Universe. I'm not a big Masters fan, but we all kind of like that trailer. And this is the first exclusive for the line of the movie figures. It's called Masters of the Universe Chronicles, and this is Scare Glow. And obviously, he's going to have glow in the dark parts there. Awesome. I think they enhanced this so you could see which were the glowing parts, because here he is, normally.
Oh yeah.
So he's just a cool looking figure, regardless of Masters of the Universe, I think.
Yeah.
And the good thing about Mattel so far, they haven't gone to the Marvel Legends price range of like 27, 28. They're still under 25, so he's an exclusive at Walmart for $24.99. So if you're interested in Masters, all the Masters Chronicles figures look pretty good. They don't look super realistic movie depictions of the characters, but they look really good. So keep your eye out if you're interested.
Okay.
Next up is a weird one. This is the G.I. Joe Classified Duke 250th America's Birthday Edition.
Wow. That's a mouthful. Yeah. It looks pretty good.
I don't know. Not a fan.
You don't think it looks good in general?
The figure itself is fine. I just don't.
Okay.
I'm not digging the USA deco on Duke here.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. I don't hate it though.
Yeah, he's retail $28. That's, I guess, typical G.I. Joe Classified these days. The other cooler option of G.I. Joe Classified, I think, is this Night Creeper figure, who looks really cool.
Right, it's cool.
Translucent head thing going on there.
He doesn't glow in the dark?
I don't think so.
He looks like he would too, right, Mike?
Yeah, he might. I don't know. Maybe he does. Who knows?
Well, he's a night creeper, so if he's creeping at night, I hope he doesn't glow in the dark.
That's true. He doesn't want to glow.
Yeah.
That's true.
He doesn't want to. I wish I didn't glow in the dark. I'm a night creeper.
Next, we got some Star Wars Black Series, but not the Black Series you're looking for. This is a weird thing. This is these mini helmet collection. I'm trying to remember. I thought they did like a helmet thing in the past. I don't know. I didn't look too deeply to see if these are like die cast or plastic or what these are. Kind of would hope they're die cast because this is a crazy thing. They want $35 for these things.
Wow. That
You
better
know,
be solid. Yeah, that better be solid diecast.
I was hoping
Yeah.
they'd be plastic, and then Karen could put one on her cat's head.
You want them hollow and plastic?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, they look cool, but I don't know.
Yeah. And of course they could go forever if this line's successful, but
Yeah,
$35, I don't know.
like a lot.
Move over, and kudos to Yak Face. I stole their picture yet again. So if you're looking for or Star Wars information, Yak Face has been around for decades, and they're a good source of Star Wars information. They also had the vintage collection represented. This is a 2-pack of Obi-Wan and an Airborne Clone Trooper. And that's gonna set you back $33 retail.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. We'll leave the collector's con, but we'll stay with vintage. And that they announced a deluxe Baze Malbus figure from Rogue One. And the problem with deluxe figures is they have a deluxe price tag for not really that deluxe of a figure, and he'll set you back $28.
I mean, it looks good though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody just seems to have a beef with what they call deluxe.
Yeah. Why is it deluxe, right?
Yeah. And FYI, I don't know if he's the first, but going forward, the stickers like that to say deluxe are easily removable, they say. So if you don't like, they're just using that to call out it's a deluxe figure, but you can remove that if you like a clean card.
That's good to know, because that's kind of gaudy.
Yeah, it's kind of
yeah.
They're doing the same thing with like retro figures and things like that. Now if you want them displayed, people keep their figures mint on card, can easily remove those figures. But then again, are they still mint on card if you remove the sticker? Yeah,
because it's another tier.
Yeah,
it's mint on card with sticker, mint on card without sticker. You're gonna have those people that's like, no, I need the sticker. It's ugly, but I need the sticker.
You know what's crazier about this? And obviously talking about the beef with calling them deluxe in general. Mm-hmm. So when you take the deluxe sticker away, you can't even, unless you don't know it's a deluxe figure,
right?
But then if they have to put a big sticker on it, do you really know? Can you really tell that it's deluxe without?
Exactly. That's what I'm. Yeah. It's like, that's what's sad about it, that they're charging a deluxe price for a deluxe figure, making the deluxe removable to where you should be able to tell it's a deluxe figure even without a sticker.
Well, part of that, the whole mix here is when they started doing these vintage collection deluxe figures, they were doing them on oversized cards, but all the vintage collection people didn't like that. So they decided to go back to the standard size card, but now put the deluxe stickers on them to tell them apart. So.
Yeah. It should just come with a slice of cheese.
That's crazy.
As your deluxe. Then you can tell. This is deluxe because it has cheese on it. Tell.
What made you go with cheese on that, Mike? The McArt or the Big Arch? Is that? Hey, did you end up getting the Big Arch yesterday?
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. The day we were going to.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Does that have cheese on it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't have it yet.
The product has cheese.
Right.
Seriously.
It has cheese. The product has cheese product.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to eat one.
Seriously, Pat, on a serious note, do you think these are called deluxe though for real because there's multiple accessories? That's what's got to be, right?
Well, that's what it started out. Yeah, the deluxe figures had like larger backpacks or extra accessories, but I mean, that's not really much extra there.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, great. This next one, it came across in my Facebook feed, and I half paid attention to it. But then when I started getting other items, I thought this fit the theme. And then I looked it up and I was stunned. So we'll see here. This is Homer in the Hedge by Kid Robot. It's part of their Art Giant series. He's a 36-inch tall fiberglass figure. And for this one, the hedge part is flocked. Okay.
Is what?
Flocked. Fuzzy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's an actual figure that goes in there and can come out of there.
No, he is not, Kevin. This is all one piece fiberglass, but the green hedge portion is flocked in velvet, whatever you want to call it.
That would only make sense if you could take him out.
Yeah, if you can play with it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's 36 inches. Okay, right, 3 feet tall.
Wow.
Let's have your guesses at price.
Wait, 3 feet tall. Holy cow!
Yes,
that's like
no, it's it. Price.
Yes.
149.
Hold on. I want to play. 3 feet. Do you got the width?
I do not.
Looks like 1 foot.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go with 2 actually.
200.
Yeah.
Mike was what? One.
I said 149.
149.
99.
$1,600.
Get out.
Macaroni.
No.
Yeah. Huh.
Pat.
You know what? That's why Homer's backing into the bush. He saw the price. Like, whoa. $dollars.
Keep
Pat,
in mind.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious. Keep in mind, this is Kid Robot. They started out like as a designer vinyl company, and all their stuff is overpriced. But come on,
I've never heard the word flot before. Too, is that how they listed? Is that why you're saying it that way? Is that
no? Flocked has been around for a long time. You know, toys have been flocked. Moss Man from the original Masters of the Universe figures was flocked.
I never heard that before. Have you ever heard that before, Mike?
No.
Yeah. But this still wouldn't be worth $1,000. But man, especially if it's $1,000, that should be a full Homer. I should be able to take in and out of that bush. That would make it. I don't know if that would make it more. Definitely make it closer to worth $1,000. But
yeah, well, Kevin, hold on now. I have something to entice.
Oh man, okay.
There you go.
That's great.
Now, what do you say?
Yeah. I would pay $1,000.
That is a nice back. That is a nice back.
To have that sitting on the shelf, and someone's like, "What's that?" And then you've got the reveal. That's worth $1,000.
Pat. So I'm serious when I ask this question. It seems obvious, but I gotta ask. So this is just something you set in the corner of your living room and just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like it's just a statue.
Yep.
Come.
They have other Art Giant releases. Bart is also up for pre-order still.
Oh, good.
He is less. He's only $1,250.
Wait, how much was Homer?
Yeah, I thought Homer was 1,000.
1,600.
Oh, I think I missed the 600 because I was in shock.
I did when I heard the word. That's exactly what happened to me too, Mike. When I heard the words 1,000, my brain went into shock. I didn't even hear the 600. That's crazier. I was thinking that was insane at 1,000.
Yeah,
I'll have to go back and check the tape. Maybe I made a mistake and just said 1,000, but it's 1,600.
Watch it be $16, Pat.
And there's a Snoopy, there's a Stewie from Family Guy.
Pat, you did say 1,600 just to confirm.
A Cartman.
Okay, thanks, Karen.
I missed her. What'd she say?
You got your confirmation. You actually did say 1,600. It was just me
Okay.
and Mike's brain that shut off when we heard the first half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Cartman too?
Yeah, Cartman from South Park. There's a bunch of them. These are for the I don't know. I don't know what kind of people buy these.
Billionaires.
the thing about it is Bart is also 36 inches, so he's out of scale with Homer if you buy Homer. So
Well, he's not flocked.
no, he's not flocked either.
Maybe that's.
But yeah, that's weird. You get that Mike that Bart is 3 feet tall as well, so he's the same size as Homer.
But he's not flocked.
But Bart's a third of the size of Homer in the cartoon, so that's why it's stupid.
Yeah.
Ah, I see where you're going there.
It's out of scale. Yeah.
I was thinking billionaires would be the ones buying these, but if you're a billionaire, you're not buying this. You're doing other stuff on your yacht, on your boat.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff where I'm thinking the only people that could buy it is billionaires. So
billionaires and Nick Cage. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's one. Yeah. We say billionaires, and I know Nick. Well, I'd assume Nick isn't a billionaire, but maybe he is. But anyway, yeah, those kind of guys, the millionaires that, yeah, like Nick, and when you see those videos of people trailing, they've got a fallout shelter underneath their house full of, Marvel superhero statuettes and the full size $4,000 ones, so yeah. That's what's crazy about that 1600 for that Bush Homer. Yeah, you see those humongous, like life-size ones of awesome, like Marvel, which have a lot more detail to their sculpt and everything, that are like $2,000, So this being 16, is whatever.
Kid Robot.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
What's sad about this too is this is a great sculpt in general too. I love this. Who doesn't love this? Oh, here's your meme, right, Pat?
Yep, it is definitely a meme, and we maybe more.
Okay.
This is another vinyl company that caught my eye out of the blue that I wasn't really expecting on my feed. This is Dumpster Fire Ghost Rider. This is by 1000 Soft, another designer vinyl company. He's only 3.5 inches tall.
Okay.
And he's much less than your flocked Homer, coming in at only $30.
Okay, that's fair. He's pretty cool. I actually like him.
Yeah.
You might like him better. Not wrong picture. I blew my own joke.
That's okay. Blowing it made it funnier too. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Pat. Man, I thank you for hooking me up every time now, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't had one recently, and but I better get back on track. They do a series of these Dumpster Fire vinyl figures, and this isn't even their first Marvel. In 2024, they had a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Deadpool Dumpster Fire. So there you go.
I've never seen them. Those are cool.
Yeah, me neither. They're very cool. I think that's obviously unique. So that's really cool.
Yep. And speaking of Dumpster Fire, we have some more Todd's mods. Solomon Grundy.
Who writes your stuff, Pat? Are you writing the stuff yourself? You're good today. You're on.
It's all about how you put them into the order in your overlay there. How to think about it. You gotta think about transitions.
All right. So, all right.
If you don't like Solomon Grundy, how about Joker?
No, I don't like.
Well, I don't like the Joker, but I actually wasn't hating that Solomon though. He kind of goes with the big, oversized ridiculousness a little bit.
Yeah, that was
kind of weird. I'm not sure he fits the aesthetic of the other figures they've released in these Todd's mods.
It's like he's wearing David Byrne's suit from Stop Making Sense. The big shoulder pad jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
but it was a slow week, and I had to get something. I guess Todd. There was a McFarlane live stream where they showed a bunch of new multiverse figures, but I'm kind of waiting for the the final version with the packaging and everything. So I didn't even bother to go back and try to round those up because there was a lot of them. So the final thing on the horizon this week is, do you guys, I saw that there's about 20 of these locations, but I didn't check to see if there was one near you. There's not one near me. That's Alamo Draft House, the movie chain.
Yeah.
You guys have one?
Yeah. 2. We've got 2.
Wow. Well, they're doing a Godzilla Toho scope series this year. April is Terror of Mechagodzilla. May is Godzilla versus Hedorah. June is Godzilla versus Biollante. And July is Mystery Yet to Be Revealed. So stay tuned for that. But there's also merchandise to go along with this, including your Godzilla popcorn bucket.
Oh. I like that. That's awesome.
So, and he's actually, you see the prices of popcorn buckets and they're crazy. Yeah. I mean, he's still crazy. He's 12 inches and he's going to run you $45.
Oh, geez.
Now that's crazy for a popcorn bucket, but I'm not sure it's crazy for a Godzilla popcorn bucket. Especially, it looks like that jaw probably closes too once you've eaten the pop. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Exactly. Come on. Yeah. And does that popcorn go all the way down to his neck?
Well, that's a question I have with a lot of popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
Because if it does, I'm going to say it right now. Hot take. If the popcorn goes all the way down to his neck, this is worth $45. I would totally pay $45 for this. Don't tell my wife.
I don't know if it does. You get your hand down in there.
Well, Mike, you just turn. You don't have to do this. You just turn him, and
kind of football cradle his head in your crook of your
nice
arm.
Put him in a headlock.
Yeah.
Nice visuals. But seriously, first of all, Pat, do you want this?
No, I think it's pretty cool, but
let me re-ask this. If someone gifted you this for Christmas, would you be happy about it?
I'd be momentarily happy, but it's like, what would I do with it?
Yeah. Where would I put it? Because you have 2 issues. Obviously, the box is kind of cool, but you don't want to just display the box. So you've got to take it out. And where am I going to display my Godzilla bucket head? And now where am I going to put the box? Because if you guys are anything like me, you can't just throw it away.
You display the head on the top of the box.
Yeah, if you have shelves that tall.
Well, you don't have to have shelves that tall. You just put it beside your Homer in a hedge on the floor.
Oh, there you go.
Beside you, because they're both going to be about 3 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome, though, Pat. I got a question about Toho Scope, though. I know this was more about the bucket, but what is Toho Scope? What does that mean? Is it?
That was sort of like what they called their format when they were making movies in the 70s.
Oh, okay. So it's just a release of of all these movies, and it was called Toho Scope. This is an Alamo thing. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, and they're also doing. I think I saw there's some like pint glasses, and some shirts and things like that, and also like a Godzilla themed menu as well. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they always do a movie themed menu.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's one of Alamo's things. Is what did you go for, Pat or Mike? Didn't you go for one super special?
Oh, the Meg. I saw the Meg and the Meg.
The Meg,
too,
yeah.
At the big, because it's the biggest screen on the East Coast. At the one we have here by the mall.
It's called the Big. It's called the Big Show. Yeah.
Big Show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. But I never go there anymore because I go to AMC because I have my AMC card.
Yeah. It's funny. So Pat, when I say we have 2, it's all relative. The second one is like 45 minutes northwest of us. And that was the first one we had. So it's so funny. I probably made it out to that one a half dozen times. since we've had one 10 minutes away, I've only been there twice.
Yeah. Well, there's one in Winchester also. That was the first one I ever went to.
Oh, there's one out there too. So we've got 3 technically. In
Holy
our
mackerel!
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Planet of the Apes at the one out in Winchester. Yeah.
And you know the craziest thing about Alamo, Pat? You know, they serve you food, and they've got real strict guidelines about talking and coming to the movie late and leaving early. You can't leave, or you can't come in after the movie starts. You know, it's kind of like they regulate that, which is nice. And then they're real strict with talking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they feed you. They've got the full menu that they bring to your chair, which is awesome. But the prices aren't crazy, at least in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally reasonable for what you'd pay for this stuff anywhere else in theaters. It's not like they try to charge airport prices because you're stuck in your seat. You know what I mean?
And these are like real meals, like hamburgers and
and
chicken strips and French fries and pizza. Yeah, it's and the popcorn comes in a big metal bowl if you don't get the Godzilla head.
Yeah, right.
Unlimited drinks. You can order a beer. I think mixed drinks they'll bring to your
It's
seat.
awesome, Pat.
It's pretty cool.
So why do you have 3 and there's only like 20 of them and there's 3 in your area?
Because we're Northern Virginia.
Yeah, I think the closest one I saw. Yeah, I think the closest one I saw to me is Chicago.
There's so much money around here. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, when you come down, make sure we time it with a good movie release. And
Yeah.
We'll just go to the Alamo.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a plan. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think we've got 2 of the richest county, 2 of the top 5 richest counties within less than an hour of us. So that's what it's about. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's it for the horizon.
All right.
We're
Awesome.
talking about the Godzilla thing. Ghibli Fest started this year, so we're going tomorrow. I think they've done them all. I think it's at IMAX or whatever. So tomorrow was Kiki's delivery service.
So they're doing it again, the same ones they did last year?
They do it every year, but they're different. A lot of times it's the same. They kind of have staples that they do each time, but then they'll rotate other ones in and out. So Kiki's, they've done it. Yeah, the last two times that we started going. It's one of Cole's favorites, so it's not bad. But
yeah,
we'll be skipping Ponyo.
You don't like that one at all, huh?
It was good the first 3 times.
Oh, you're just over it. Got it.
And Core's over it too. So that says even more.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, awesome. Great job, Pat. Daggum. I feel like I'm going to get lashings after the show's over because of how long we've run. Sorry about it. It was a lot of fun, though. Pat, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we say goodbye?
So let me check my drawstring. It's dry.
Nice. Mike, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Nope, but my dogs are about to start barking.
All right. Perfect timing then. Thanks for checking us out. Check us out next week. And until then, don't forget, appreciating great art is awesome. And reading a great story is also a lot of fun. So why not pick up a comic book and do both? Exceller out.